Hey guys, so in this video I want to talk about how come we need to invest. And in this world, there are nothing that will not be outdated. For example, around 40 years ago, in the US government, there was a job called paper. Okay, so as the name suggests, those people, their work is just type some document. Okay, and for example, at that time, computer is not very popular. Was not very popular. So sometimes some high-level official, they will write some article on pen or pencil, and then those paper, their job is to type it. Okay, type it, and it was a career at that time. But of course, nowadays I believe that no such job exists in the world. You may need to type something, but the point is you also need to do many other things such as customer service, listen to call, reply email, or do some data entry, or serve some customer. So you can see that our job is getting more and more complicated, and it's a global trend. It happened in the whole world. So I think that now I have a job, okay, and if you are my subscriber, you should know what my job is. I told you guys in previous videos, and I always believe that my job, one day, it may get outdated, obsolescent, okay, and people, and maybe such job will disappear maybe 2 decades or 3 decades later. It may happen, okay? And so in this case, I always wonder, and actually I always worry, what will happen if maybe 30 years later, okay, my job gets outdated and I'll become unemployed. And then in this case, investment is very important. When I say investment, of course I mean good investment or healthy investment. So if 30 years later, let's say I become unemployed, and if I have some solid investment with stable income, such as though pay a very handsome amount of dividend, then my life can rely on those dividend income. We call it passive income. And I believe that with a suitable amount of passive income, even I in the future lose the job, I will not be so worried about it. Okay, I will think, okay, I lost the job, but I still have an income stream from other places. And this is what investment is about. And maybe not about dividend, just the principle. For example, let's say 20 years ago you invest in Apple, let's say $1 million. And let me check, okay, let me check. If you really invest Apple in 20 years ago, let me check the return, wait a moment. So if you invest in 2002, at 2002, Apple is, oh my god, is $0.2, $0.2, and now it's 172, okay? So you can see that actually it gives you around 500 times return by invest Apple over 20 years. 500 returns, 500 times return. So if you invest 1 million, and then you will get 500 millions back 20 years later. And I believe that with such amount of return, you don't mind losing your job in your future. So I really think that we should learn how to invest when we are young, okay? If you don't learn how to do it, okay, and maybe you start to learn invest maybe at your 40 or 50 years old, most likely you will lose most of your saving, okay? Because you will always think that, oh, I now learn invest too late. I need to do something to catch up with other people. And one thing to do is invest a lot, okay, at a short period of time. And then when you do it, generally the ending will not be good, okay. It so many examples, so many real life example read from newspaper, from social media, okay. So I found that the global education system is quite, it has so many weaknesses, and one of them is, and I don't know about North America, but in Asia, school don't really talk about investment, okay. They believe that, oh, students don't need to learn it, okay, they will learn it when they graduate, when they have a job, and then they can learn it. But I think in high school, teachers teach a lot of useless stuff, okay, something that is not applicable in the real life, but students need to learn it. But what's the point when there are something very important that can change the whole life of the student in the future? And the school, the education system just decide not to teach that, okay? But instead they will teach you, oh, the size of the sun, the distance between the sun and the earth. I'm not saying this knowledge is rubbish, just I believe when you learned it in high school, but now you already forgot, okay? You already forget any of it, right? I guess so. So in this dimension, I really think that the education system of the world, in the world, has so many mistakes, so many weaknesses, so many problems. And so if you are maybe teenagers, I really think that you should learn to invest now. And actually there are quite a lot of teenagers, they spend their pocket money into the stock market, and some even purchase some very safe index funds such as QQQ, RVV, etc. And these are amazing. I start to learn about investing around 28 years old, and it was a bit late, honestly, at that time. Yeah, 28 is not young, right? And so I think that if you are, let's say, 18 or 19 or 20 something, it's a great time for you to learn to invest. And maybe you will say, oh, what happened if you lose the money? Then congratulations, losing money will teach you a great lesson. But of course, I don't recommend you to dump all your money or your saving into an investment that you don't have deep knowledge in. Okay, for example, some meme stock in Reddit. Okay, I never recommend people to buy such stock. It can bring a lot of problem. Okay, it can ruin your whole life, your life. Okay, and never borrow money on investing stock. Okay, margin trading is not good for you. Okay, unless you are a very experienced investor. So. The world is changing. 2 or 3 years ago, people will never expect global lockdown. People need to wear masks when they go to street, and you need to check the temperature before entering any premises. And now it become normal. It's the new normalization. And more new normalization will happen. We don't know the future, okay? And I believe that in the coming decades, the whole future will become much more unpredictable. Maybe 10 years later, when we look back, we just found that this year, 2021 or 2022, they are already the best year in the coming decades. We don't know. We don't know about it. So it's time to learn invest. Okay, with a good investment, you will feel more relaxed in your life, and even when some bad thing happen to your career or to your family, the return or the money from investment can save your life. So that's my today video about investment. I really hope you enjoy it, and if you do, please leave a message in the comment section. I will read and reply all your comments. Thank you very much.